You will agree with me that it is almost impossible to go through life without experiencing some sort of stress. I think experiencing stress is not abnormal or bad. I think it's completely okay. But the most important thing is how you deal with it. And that is what we are going to be discussing in this video. So stay with me. I think a good place to start with is for you to understand that there are two kinds of stress. There is good stress and there is bad stress. You're probably wondering, how can stress ever be good? But yes, it can be. Good stress is the kind of stress that is beneficial and motivating. It gets you out of bed and to get things going. For example, if you have an exam in less than 2 weeks and you have so much studying to do, the kind of stress that you feel that keeps you stay up at night and to grab that extra shot of coffee every day to stay awake, that is good stress. Talking about coffee. Bad stress, however, is a kind of stress that causes anxiety and health problems, especially when it is chronic. So look out for those signs, such as backaches. Like I said in the beginning, it's almost impossible to not experience stress, whether good or bad. And that is why it's so important for you to have what I call coping mechanisms. Now, a coping mechanism is basically a strategy that you use to deal with stress. For example, some of my coping mechanisms are praying, talking to my best friend or my sister or people that are close to me, or writing, and so on and so forth. You can have one or you can have multiple of them. But I think it's okay, it's good to have multiple, because then if one doesn't work, you have backup, So that is what coping mechanisms are. They help you maintain emotional well-being in the face of stressful situations. And one thing about coping mechanisms is that the more you use it, the more automatic the behavior becomes in your brain, and the harder it is for you to change them. That is why it's important also to have positive coping mechanisms. Underline the word positive. Like, the word positive is key here. If you don't have a coping mechanism, don't worry about it. I have some recommendations in this video that I am actually going to talk about now. The first one I will share with you is radical acceptance. It's not called radical because it's something crazy or something crazy, but radical in the sense that you develop a complete understanding or complete acceptance of the things that you cannot change or things that you can't control. Because here's the thing, most of the time when we are stressed because we are so focused on the things that we can change or things that we can control, or either we are overthinking. So radical acceptance allows you to accept the things that you cannot change and focus more on the things that you can actually change, so you can move forward and have a better handle on the things that are stressing you out. So next time you are stressed, take down a pen and paper, write down the things that you can control and the things that you cannot control, and so that you can have a better understanding of the situation and so that you can actually deal with it better. The second thing I will share with you is prayer or meditation. If you're a Muslim, you probably pray 5 times a day. I believe so. And if you're not a Muslim, maybe you can pray in your own way, or you can meditate. Now, one thing meditation does is that it helps you shift your focus from whatever is stressing you out to something else. Let's say if you're focused on your breath, for example, you've now forgotten the stress at work, the stress at school, the stress in a relationship. You are just focused on your breath. And in that moment, you've forgotten about every single thing. And once you're out of that mood, you have a new perspective and you have a better outlook on things, and you can better handle your stress. The third one is to be grateful. Now, I know it's hard to practice gratitude when you're stressed out, when everything is sinking around you and everything is dark and gloomy. And that is why I use the word practice gratitude. Now, practice in the sense that you have to start to be grateful even before you are stressed out. In the sense that in your everyday life, so often, be grateful for for the smallest of things, such as your health before you are sick, such as your family, such as the food that you have on your table. Being grateful for the smallest things can actually help you cope with stress when things get difficult. So if you are stressed right now and you have food on your table, you can be, oh, at least I'm not, like, this is not working out, but at least I have food on my table. At least I have shelter. I have a roof over my head. Shifting that shift of focus is all you need when you are stressed. So start being grateful now, so that when you are stressed, you have a coping mechanism in place. The fourth one is to talk to people. Like, I cannot emphasize this enough. This is called psychologically. It's called affect labeling. So affect labeling is basically putting your feelings into words. So if you have people that you can talk to, such as a best friend, your sisters, or people that are close to you, you can reach out to them and talk to them, because, like they say, a problem half solved, a problem half shared is a problem half solved. So talking to people can actually be of very, very good help. And sometimes talking to people can actually give you a new perspective, because talking to someone who has gone through what you're going through they can give you advice on what to do and how to better, how to better handle whatever is stressing you out. One thing I want you guys to consider if you're stressed out is to spend less time on social media, or even better, to avoid using social media. Because one thing social media does is that it seems like it makes us feel like everyone else has it all together, while that is not the case. And the last thing you want to be doing when you are stressed out is to be comparing yourself to other people. So consider that when you're stressed out, and consider spending time with people than actually spending time on social media. That will be very good for your mental health. So guys, these are the tips I have for you. If you have a coping mechanism in place right now, awesome. If not, you can adopt one of these. If you cannot do all of them, you can adopt any of these coping mechanisms and start to implement them in your own lives. Because guys, life can be stressful sometimes. Like, things just happen, and you have to be ready. Like, it's like going for a war without an armor, or without weapons. So these are your weapons. When life throws difficult moments at you, you already have the weapons and the ammo with you to better deal with that situation. And also remember, whatever difficult moments you go through, these are the things that make you wiser, stronger, and better. So I know you're strong. I know you can get through anything. So have that mindset from now, that you can get through anything that life throws at you. Thank you for watching this video. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay kind. This is Yasin signing off. Take care. And oh yes, before I forget, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, if you're new here, subscribe now. And if you are not new, kindly like this video, and I will see you next week. Take care.